test. Can you guys hear me? Let's just go with that. Give me 1 second to start it up. Thank you, Beta Ray Bill. Thank you very much. I'll show some stuff off today, in between working on the holster. Pussy. All right. How do I want this holster to look? I know. Give me 1 second. Hello, people. If you're watching, I hope you're enjoying. Just, if you can see, the holster's not up to par with everything. Where is it? Like, if that's what his flashlight used to look like. And this is what it looks like now. Such an upgrade. Sorry, I'm just getting inspiration up. Well, I mean, generally, I got the shape right. It kind of needs to go more down. That looks okay, right? Okay. And I guess it's more of a straight edge. I see. Dang, I did this all messed up. Acer on the stream? Oh my goodness, I've peaked in life. I truly have. This is crazy. Is this what it's like when you see my chats? This is cool. Alright, hang on. Since you're here, let me just take advantage. Alright, hang on. This is where you're gonna customize the clothes and get a nice little... You can look around. You might be able to customize facial hair. TBD. And then worked on some combat stuff. And then if you let go of him, if you hold, ground pound. But if you grab and hold, oh, and then remember that quick fire I mentioned? If you remember. So you can aim, you can hard aim. But for example, the one in the center of the screen, I just bam. And then up there, bam. But then you have to reload. Obviously I need an animation for that. And then this is much cleaner now. Oh. Okay, hang on. Sorry. Logic problems. If I rotate the controller, I think that's gonna be like a my brother said like a combination where I have to go that far, X amount, and then change direction, but it'll be different per lock, I guess. And then he can crouch now, but I'm trying to see the utility on the crouch, because he's 6'11", and that's 6 feet, so stuff is just scaled differently to him. Like, this is around a car's height, so it could be used as cover, but I don't know how often he's gonna need cover like that. Oh, and then big thing, kinda. So half the comp was God of War. Yeah, stealth, but I mean he's a bright red person. I was like, oh, the other comp for the game was Batman Arkham, so Batman obviously has a crouch, so maybe, but I don't know if Hellboy's going to be doing it like a ninja. Hellboy might be able to start off combat encounters by quickly taking down one guy with the stealth. But look got my flashlight out, and I have to manually turn it on. I think I'll have like a charged battery thing. You won't be like, you'll just have to press a button to reload when it gets low. I don't see anything, and then maybe someone's like, on the comms, like, oh, Hellboy, or try your other lenses. Other lenses? Oh, what's that? Got a black light. And I can just... Bam, evidence. Not there. Not there. Bam. Then I could just, if I want, I can keep it on my belt and it stays on. Just where I'm looking, I gotta fix that keyframe, but for the most part it's okay. I think I can keep it black light. Bam. And we're good. So you can just keep it on. Kind of like, this is his detective mode without actually being a detective mode. I didn't want to like cheat it or anything. But when I redid the model, I lost a lot of my keyframes. That's okay though. Look at this water trail. Dang, I'm not even working on the holster. Let me get back to that. Oh, let me check. Sorry, let me read this chat. Thank you, Acer. Thank you, Beta. Alright, let's work on this freaking holster. take to finish? Well, I've been reading the comics up to Hellboy in Hell, and that's, I think, the scope of the game I'm trying to tell, at least the story. So in terms of, like, once I think... I think, yeah, this summer will really be devoted to, like, developing the mechanics and polishing. I'm sure there'll be, like, a rough, or less rough version of the demo that's out this summer. But in terms of, like, actually finish, I don't know if I'll ever be done with Hellboy. I've really fallen in love with him. I do strongly recommend Hellboy. In the beginning, I believe it's mostly Mike Mignola by himself doing the writing as well as the art, but then he gets other artists and you really see different styles and interpretations of Hellboy. Interesting subversion of, like, the comic book hero. How often do I work on the game? Lately, not often, because I've been working on my thesis in school. That's been taking up a ton of my time. But I do plan on working on it more often now that I have more time. But generally, I'd say at least, I don't know, I mess with it like every week for sure. But to, like, I haven't hunkered down and, like, worked on it or streamed in like 3 months. It's coming together. It's coming together. Was I smearing shapes? Don't worry, it'll be okay. I know it looks rough. Hang on, I'm just thinking. Yeah. The model in that game in Injustice 2 looks so good, but it did really, like, minorly but aggressively annoy me that his hand switched. It just broke the immersion so much. But I guess that was kind of like part of the way the game works. That the characters are technically, or they have to play symmetrically, even if it's fake. Alright, I'm clearly struggling. Just a new shape. Thermo? Maybe. I mean, if you were looking for it, you could see it just because characters can face forward or backwards. I mean, okay, they're always looking at the fight, but their back can be away from the camera or towards the game camera. And depending on which way he was facing, Hellboy's right hand would be on his right hand, but if he faced a certain way, it would be on his left, which is, it was off-putting because the character's so... Look at that hand. It's the right-handed dude, not the left hand. Hello, Deadpool music. Hang on, my pictures up. Alright. I think I'm gonna sphere. I'm just gonna put a sphere down and get rid of everything else. Elbow cough. What? Is this spam? Sure. Yeah. Okay. That was confusing. Alright, this is gonna be really rough. I've also been working on redoing his start screen for the game. I really enjoy the where it is now, but my brother has been offering ideas of more comic book inspiration. Right now it's very Batman Arkham-y, and also Del Toro movie-y. Just the first one, like the bluish smoke. It's okay, it's okay. I feel like Hellboy forgets about himself every once in a while. Actually, probably more. In the comics, he kind of just was gone for a little bit. Oh, I see. Those were emojis. The elbow cough. That's funny. Let me throw a cylinder in here. Right now, there's not going to be any sort of symbol on the holster, but he will have versions with the BPRD logo and then maybe a US Army logo. If you're at the comics, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, eventually, I think, okay, my memory might be a little foggy, but he loses this beautiful gun, and he's met with like an old ally, and they give him their US Army issued gun from World War II and the holster, so that's what he puts on his belt. I think that'll be a gameplay thing. You might get to choose, like after you beat the game, like what gun you want to use. Let's see about clipping this. If you guys didn't see the little combat thing I did earlier, just type in the chat if you want me to show. I'll do it again. There's a choke slam. Yes, I think the whole dynamic of like being a demon raised by humans, being raised like Catholic by humans, that's just, it's so interesting. My grandma does not like Hellboy though, or I've brought her around. For a while she didn't like Hellboy. She's very superstitious. She's religious, but like superstitious trumps it. Like she does U-turns if there's a black cat near an alley. She doesn't eat deviled eggs, so she really did not like Hellboy. Yeah, his little the quirkiness. Like if you once you get past the whole like demon exterior, he's like he's pretty unique. Alright, time to let me see if I can do this. Delete this one. The comics are amazing. Agreed. There we go. Oof, thoughts on Hellboy 2019. Funny story, I actually watched that movie twice in one day. Not, like, incidentally it happened, but I think there was potential. Some of the stuff was cool, like how the lobster was in it. But it left some to be desired. Hello, Deadpool music. Oh, is that Dave? I just talked about it. I thought it was interesting how they, so what the Del Toro movie did by making Liz a love interest, instead of just an ally, that was interesting, and there was no mention of Alice. But in the 2019 version, Alice was an ally and not a love interest, and it was kind of like, I was confused, because having read the comics, Alice is like a love interest of Hellboy's, and both times Hellboy's been in a movie, she's not there, or as a love interest at least. Y'all excited about the Dreams update? If you play Dreams, Hellboy looks way too skinny. He was so bulky in the comics. Okay, I hear you. I understand my proportions aren't exactly like the movie, or the comic, excuse me. This is what it used to look like. He was wider, and I think the width is good here, but his shoulder width, having read the comics, was too different than the art style. Mike Mignola has very like slimmed down neck and shoulders, or very long necks with slim shoulders, and I wanted to kind of keep that. So like he has a big chest, and the slant is more what I was going for, and I think this looks better than the old one, because this guy, he's yeah, he kind of reminded me of Frank Miller art. Like just very wide people. Hellboy is wide in the comics, but he also has very slim shoulders. It was hard to... In the comic stills, it looks great, communicates weight, but in motion, it was hard to make it look, I guess, the way I wanted it to, with my comps in mind. Because Kratos and Batman are both very built. They both communicate weight, and I think they do that without looking too comically... or just like too cartoonish, and I wanted to try to capture that. I even I still have to redo a lot of his animations because like his ground pound used to be good, but now it could be better. And then even his attack animations. Thank you, the big emo. Like they're there. They're. Oh yeah, I forgot the uppercut. Work on these interactions, the ledge climb animations. Let me see if I can make them more modular. That's not bad, but again, I feel like it could be better. That's been a lot of this process. Oh jeez, I don't think there's any damage modifiers on that, so there we go. And if you guys have been a fan of the project since the very beginnings, you might remember yeah, I thought the Dreams aesthetic did a lot, or does a lot, favoring the character. Especially with how harsh you can make the light to really capture the black. Oh. Oh yeah. I don't know how much you'll be able to see. Sorry, especially whenever I posterize. Here, let me see if I can see that. I think he has one on him. Yeah, the look did change over time. I just wanted something that I was comfortable with. I think they all look great. Like the art. Just darken the shadows. I don't know. I should do this in a keyframe. There we go. Here we gonna go for that aesthetic, or I guess the comic book look. So always 100% the shadows, always. And is there any day and night thing here? No, let's just up the posterization. Get rid of any bloom. Yeah, no, that's clear. No bloom. Now let's put a stop recording guidance. The sky zero. That's how it usually is. And then see how the two warm. Kind of interesting. Like it's too yellow. Let me change that. Yeah, it's like the Batman. No. Thank you. I want to see if I can eventually pitch the idea of the game to. I believe there's a Dark Horse Games division now. If not, I know Hellboy was in Injustice 2, so that was the last game, and they were developed by NetherRealm, and I'm close to Chicago, so love to get in there and talk about it. Oh, yeah, I didn't even show you guys. Let me get rid of this keyframe so you can see. Started rigging his face a little. Obviously I'm gonna have to redo some stuff, but okay. Look at that. I'm gonna have to mute for a second. play Dreams and you're watching, do you guys like precise movement? Or is it like a love-hate relationship? Is that you, Dave? Deadpool music. Am I tripping? Yeah, that's you. What am I talking about? Oh, Deadpool music. Deadpool music, you shall be. I know, that was hard for me to get over. This right-handed Doom is pretty freaking huge. Rightfully so. But it actually used to be much bigger. You don't have... This is what the hand used to look like. I thought it was great at the time. I still think it has its merits, but once I got over here, I can't go back. Look at that. The holster. Thank you. I'm wondering how this will rotate. Or I might even split this so that it flips up from here. We'll see. I need to get the sculpt done first. Bye. I might need to make this a cone. Just for whatever reason. You know, it'd be crazy if you guys are watching and you know, like, the Dreams landscape, if Elka showed up. I actually had, like, got to interview him kind of for class. That was pretty fun. What is going on? Oh, it's the cylinder. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make that a cone. It's killing me. That was interesting. Why is it stopping? What? Is that too bulky? Is that too bulky of a holster? And I know the gun is clipping. I just need to make sure. If I like the sculpt, I'll position the holster so that it sits more comfortably. Or position the gun. See if this messes with the animations at all. I didn't see it. Okay. Oh, jeez. wrong with my thing? Here, let's put a thing in to turn off the other camera rig. Oh yeah. Not bad. Oh, this needs to be more of a curve or a slant. Why is it rotating that way? How's that? I might cut it. Bless you. real. See you next time.